Behind Korea's brilliant economic growth is the electric power industry, the main engine of the nation's industrial development. And at the center of the industry is a public enterprise, Komipo, representing the Republic of Korea. Transcending limitations of the electric power industry, including a reliance on fossil fuels, Komipo is preparing a second takeoff. The company has seized the lead in the new energy field with the development of diverse new and renewable energy sources as the main axis of its takeoff. Beyond Korea, an enterprise with the mission to light the world, Komipo represents the future of the energy industry. A market-oriented public enterprise specialized in the construction and operation of power plants at home and abroad. Komipo consists of 6 thermal power site divisions. Its divisions operate facilities totaling 9,352,000 kilowatts, accounting for about 10% of Korea's total power generation capacity. Now constructing new power plants with a combined capacity of 4,266,000 kilowatts. Komipo will ensure a timely, stable supply of electric power for Korea's future. In addition to its domestic facilities, the company is constructing and operating power plants with a combined capacity of 2,340,000 kilowatt power plants abroad, including in Indonesia and Thailand. With the goal of being a global top 30 energy company, Komipo intends to have a total facility capacity of 14,116,000 kilowatts, annual sales of 7.6 trillion won, an operating profit of 440 billion won by 2030. Under this plan, Komipo will solidify its position as a frontrunner in overseas power generation, as well as the undisputed leader of the domestic power generation industry. Korea's first thermal power plant, Seoul Thermal Power Plant, was established in 1930. Today, the Seoul Thermal Power Site Division is building an 800,000 kilowatt combined cycle thermal power plant underground in a city, Seoul, for the first time in the world. The Seoul Thermal Power Plant, Units 4 and 5, will be converted into a culture and arts hub, and the area above ground will be turned into an urban park. Horyong Thermal Power Site Division, Korea's largest thermal power generation complex, was the nation's first standard coal-fired power plant. Unit 3 is recognized as having world-class power plant operating technology, setting a new record with 5,900 days of long-term, trouble-free operation as of June 2016. The 2 million kilowatt Shinboryong Thermal Power Plant Units 1 and 2 is the first bituminous coal-fired ultra-supercritical power plant designed and manufactured solely by a domestic technology group. After dedication, it will take a position at the pinnacle of domestic electric power technology, equipped with the world's foremost generation capability for this type of plant. The Incheon Thermal Power Site Division, which supplies electric power and heat to 270,000 households in the capital sphere. The Seocheon Thermal Power Plant, using domestic anthracite coal, will be replaced with the construction of the 1 million kilowatt Shin Seocheon Thermal Power Plant. The Jeju Thermal Power Plant, a resource recycling type power plant, intends to construct a companion LNG combined cycle power plant to contribute to the energy self-reliance of Jeju Island. The Sejong Natural Gas Heat and Power Plant supplies electric power to 200,000 households and heat to 100,000 households in the Sejong Multifunctional Administrative City. With world-leading power plant construction and operating technologies, Komipo also is pursuing international projects. For the first time among Korean power companies, Komipo concluded an electric power supply contract with PLN, an Indonesian government-owned corporation, to build private invested power plants. The 6,600,000 kilowatt Jidaebon power plant, built and operated by Komipo, was selected as the Coal Power Plant of the Year at the 2013 Asian Power Awards. Now, Komipo is engaged in the construction of a 1 million kilowatt follow-on second Jidaebon power plant. The Tanjung Jati power plant achieved first rank in the 2013 assessment of all power plants in Indonesia and named the best power plant in the country. Komipo also is operating the Wampu hydropower plant and constructing the Semangka hydropower plant in Indonesia. Meanwhile, Komipo, having advanced into Thailand's electric power market as well, is operating the Navanakorn combined cycle power plant. Komipo is also active in the U.S. new and renewable energy market with its participation in a large-scale photovoltaic power plant project in Boulder City, Nevada. Komipo is blazing new trails in the production of new and renewable energy. The company's representative projects in this field are the Yangyang Wind Power, Yeosu Expo Photovoltaic Plant, Wonju Green CHP, powered by solid refuse-derived fuel, and Iksan Sanggong Energy, including Gangwon Wind Power, the largest wind power generation facility in Korea. In addition, Komipo is participating in the operation of Hyundai Green Power's power plant using byproduct gases. The company is pursuing expansion into new and renewable energy fields, engaging in the Mount Mebong Wind Power Plant's repowering project, Jeju Sangmyeong Wind Power Project. Komipo recently developed biosolid fuels utilizing sewage sludge, livestock waste, coffee waste, etc., in its efforts to diversify new and renewable energy sources. To prepare for mandatory GHG emission reductions in line with the post-2020 climate regime, Komipo introduced CO2 capture, compression, liquefaction, and storage facilities for the first time in Korea at its Poryong Thermal Power Plant. It is supplying the resulting product for agriculture and industrial applications. Among its various environmental protection and conservation efforts, Komipo is providing hot wastewater discharged from its power plants after production of electricity to farmers and fish hatcheries. Komipo isn't running alone. Operating the Komipo Best 100 Win-Win Cooperation Company System, it is pursuing true shared growth with its cooperating SMEs through the Changbogo Project, a customized support program for joint overseas advance with related companies. Komipo also is taking the lead in the execution of corporate social responsibility. Through its social contribution program, Light of Hope, Sea of Life, Komipo conducts energy welfare projects as well as social service activities for domestic fishing villages. It also is active in global social contribution activities, especially in Indonesia. Komipo, delivering the light of happiness to every corner of the global village. Komipo believes that its passion for light and energy will change the world. Komipo is advancing the future of the energy industry, earning more trust and love as it aims to be a leading global public energy enterprise in 2030.